What's going on, everybody? Not Just Music Podcast. Your boy Duane Barrino, Quincy Murdoch in the building. What's going on another Homeisode, sir?
What's happening, sir? Everything is good. Blessings. Great to be alive, man. Great to be, making ends meet, man. To be amongst the living, man. You know what I'm saying? And we glad to be back. You know what I'm saying? With another episode to the people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people, our followers. How y'all doing? Is the question. Hope y'all are well. What's up, bro?
Definitely good here. Good here in Rock Hill. I'm good. No complaints.
I'm good here in the Ville, Statesville. Go ahead though.
Next up, though, history days, man. Back to the history stuff. Ain't gonna slow up and gonna get right into it, y'all. Ain't gonna be before y'all long. Of course, don't take long to do this, but it's got to be done. There's a few places I want to speak on, but two places, a person in a structure is what I'm gonna go for today. One of those places being Carroll Rosenwald School, which is basically inside in the Rock Hill, York County city limits. And the person I'm going to talk about in particular is a man by the name of, hold on, let me pull my little list up. A man by the name of Henry Evans. But anything, since the ladies man said it's a ladies thing, ladies always should go first. So let's pay homage to the ladies man for today. What you get? What is rocking with?
Hey man, for one, how everybody doing out there? I want to keep it in Statesville. I want to keep it in my town, my city. Let me start out by first talking about Mary Charlton Holliday. She served as the supervisor over black schools in Iredell County for over 40 years. She was born in Pulaski, I think I pronounced that right, Virginia, and was a graduate of Hampton Institute. She came to Iredell County as a Genes school supervisor in 1915. Wow. That's a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And took over the black schools. In a time where it was very, very racist, and it was a big responsibility. She was instrumental in acquiring funding for the Rosenwald I think I pronounced that right, Foundation for the construction of new black schools in the county. Now that's important because I think schools, for example, it was a football player, the QB's quarterback. He basically provided a school with air conditioning. For example, because the school, it would get so hot in classes that they had to release the kids early because it was so hot in the classrooms. So that right there, what she did, acquiring funding, for the construction of new black schools in the county, that's a big deal because it helps kids learn. Like kids can't learn when they hot, aggravated. You know what I'm saying? Like the school, when the school was like kind of like lean on me before the new principal came, like that's a big thing. So I commend her for doing that, you know what I'm saying, and seeing that the school helps the kids, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm about to say there we go.
It helps the learning. It helps the learning process. It makes it smoother, you know what I'm saying. Did you want to chime in? Say
no. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna say most of the educators that are or were black You think about it, it was one of those slim to none you saw rarely
Mhm.
during them times. So that's the bigger picture to even that to add to that. You think about how those times are very different for, like I say, educators. So yeah, keep rolling with that.
Okay. That's pretty much, all her background or history on that one.
Uh-huh.
I got another one, James Robert Walker. He
Mhm.
was a poet. He was a poet, public school principal for many years, a vacational architecture teacher in several NC counties, including Iredell, Rowan, and Wilkes.
Mm,
He was born in Henderson, Kentucky on January 10th, 1885, but spent most of his life in Iredell County.
mm,
He retired from teaching in 1948 and was an instructor of the farm program of the Veterans Administration from 1943 to 1953. His
mm,
books of poetry, if y'all, all my readers out there, his books of poetry include Practical Diets, Be Firm, My Hope, Menus of Love, Speak Nature, and Miss Musings of Childhood.
mm,
Yeah, so brother was talented, poet, and a principal,
mm.
so that shows the versatility of some of these
I love the
how it
part of
was
that.
back then. You know what I'm
Love that.
saying?
Love the educators, man. That's the one that's the one that's big.
Yeah,
Is pointing out those that don't get all the love is usually those the educators. So that's I love when educators get pointed out because they're just as big as a basketball star or a football star, something like that to me, man. Because
right.
without them, a lot of, I mean, we ain't even just talking about just black students. We talking about black and white students are learning. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from somebody that's black. So
Right.
we have to point out that stuff, man. So yeah, is that like is it a school that what did the school did it say the school he was a
Let me
principal
go
at?
back to it. Um, I don't think so. It
Okay,
mainly said it said he was like mainly around the Iredell County. Let
got
me
you.
let me double check. He was really, let me see, retired from teaching and 19 instructor. Okay, he was an instructor of the farm program of the Veterans Administration from 1943. He
Oh,
was an agriculture. He was a teacher in several NC counties, including Iredell,
okay.
Rowan, and Wilkes.
So he was just busy
So
around the
he,
area. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
That's what's up.
And I got I want to bring out now. This was a fly when I thought, man, entertainment. I wanted to bring entertainment. What show what we can do here too.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Nesbitt and the Flying Nesbitts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Russell Nesbitt, born in Statesville in 1920, founded the Flying Nesbitts, the only Negro acrobatic team in the world.
Mm. That's what's
His
up.
troop, his troop, his group included his wife and young son. They toured the country, thrilling crowds before basketball games, featuring the Harlem Globetrotters, minor league baseball teams, college football teams, and singers,
Mm.
including Gladys Knight, the Spinners, and James Brown. The act made numerous television appearances in the 50s and 60s, including the Ed Sullivan Show and Steve Allen Show. So it's just, just the show, man. Like, Statesville has a lot of talent. We have a lot of talent, as many of, you know, uh, you would never know that because, like I said, the history.
Yeah.
People don't know the history. And I just wanted to bring that up, man. Add the entertainment along with, the schools and the teachers, because I think that's what we really need nowadays. Mainly is the teachers
Mm-hmm.
and the adults. You know what I'm saying, to guide this generation.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Definitely.
um, and anybody can be a teacher. Let me state that if you know anything, you can teach. You can reach one, teach one. Like I think a teaching doesn't require a title. Is
Mm-hmm.
teaching is experience for me. It's experience. Like teaching, you can teach somebody from the experiences that you dealt with, you know what I'm saying, and help
Mhm.
somebody else. So teaching is deeper than just, fundamentals and math and reading. Teaching is life lessons, them life lesson teachings, like those things is gonna need to be grounded in discipline and respect, you know, those critical lessons, teachings, you know what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
you're gonna need all through your life. Yeah,
Definitely.
bro.
Definitely. That's and then see Statesville is I mean, I guess every county, but Statesville is there's gyms there. Even in my research, just looking around, like it's a lot of people that were of the education manner in Statesville, which is very a good thing. More so, it wasn't like something that was like something in Charlotte where it was like somebody that was owned a store first or something like that. This is you've actually hearing about it, people who educate people coming out of Statesville.
Right.
And colored at that, that's definitely something to even think about. Again, the 1900s, early 1900s was one of the ugly stops for us when it came to being African American. So definitely, definitely a big thing to bring in. I had to get them names from you too, man. Pull them
Okay.
in to
Gotcha.
pull them
Gotcha.
into our repertoire, into our system.
Gotcha.
But yeah, definitely got to keep bringing them to light, man. First, I want to talk about again. I talked about I've been doing a lot of stuff in the Carolinas. Period. Um, Decided to hit the South Carolina area. Give it a spin today due to some stuff that I found that was like really, really right up under my nose. Um, the history lessons that I see are very disturbing, but at the same time, they're very insightful to know.
Mm-hmm.
One place being in particular is a school that is, you know, in the Rock Hill district.
Right.
Still, it's considerably still a school, but there is some significance that is behind the school. So I sent you a picture of it today. The crazy part about this
Yeah,
place,
yeah, yeah.
just to,
And it looked kind of scary.
oh yeah,
Like it, but
yeah, yeah,
go
and to
ahead.
be
I'm
honest,
willing to know.
yeah,
I'm ready to learn. I'm willing to learn. Yeah,
yeah,
it looked kind of creepy, you know what I'm saying? At first, but
yeah.
I'm willing to
So
learn what happened inside the building. That's the important what
yeah,
happened inside of it.
so just to give a short, I'm gonna give the short definition of this place first. I'm gonna put the picture up, of course, while I'm talking about this place. Um, the first place, the first again, first place I'm gonna talk about is called the Carroll School. The Carroll School is located, like I said, it's in Rock Hill. Um, Short story, was built in 1929 as part of the Rosenwald Initiative. The Rosenwald School Building Program was funded by Julius Rosenwald, president of Sears, Roebuck and Company, with an idea to build quality schools for African American children. There are more than 5,300 Rosenwald schools left, but they are now listed as endangered properties. The Carroll School is now used by the Rock Hill School District for educational experiences outside the classroom. So by now, people have seen this picture. Now let's give some more detail to this place. Let's give the well. Let me pull up the details so we can read about it.
Yeah.
Okay. The Carroll Rosenwald School in Rock Hill, South Carolina, has been deemed historically significant due to its connection with African American education in South Carolina. The Carroll School is a 3 classroom frame school building located approximately 7 miles southwest of Rock Hill in York County. It was built in 1929 or 1930, between 1929 and 1930, as a Rosenwald school to Plan number 3 of the Rosenwald Plan book as a 3-teacher rural school. Most Rosenwald, excuse me, most Rosenwald schools were designed to face east and west to take advantage of natural light. The Carroll School front faces slightly northeast, oriented to the existing road. Locally, the Carroll School was sometimes called the New Zion School. The school served the African American community in the Ogden area of York County from its opening in 1929 until 1954. So that's a long span. So you're talking about a good
Right, right,
20
right.
years when it was closed. The building was vacant until the school district placed it in use in 2004 as a special resource site. The school is incorporated into the 5th grade curriculum. Now, let me stop right there. Now, just again, if you ride by this place, um, it gives you the most eerie feeling in the world.
Just looking at it
Like,
gave
I'm
me that.
telling you, bro, like if you drive
Just looking at the
by,
picture.
when we drive by, it's a spot we like to go to called Black's Farm out in
Ooh,
York.
yeah.
And when you go to Black's Farm, you have to pass this place, right? And for a long time, I always said something like, I think I was saying, how did I say it? I said, man, it look like slaves used to work here or something. You know, I said
Right, right.
in my mind, but I never and I never like really chose to like look into it until I like did just a common search about the area in Black history. And that was the first place that came up. That's what blew me. I was like, man, no, it can't be. And I started reading into it. But now I see, as I always say, I wonder if anybody ever teach like Black history or something that's like in the area or something like that. They must actually do, because they saying incorporate it into the 5th grade curriculum. And
Mm-hmm.
each 5th grade class spends a day at the school as a resource center, providing education about the Rosenwald School program, the Great Depression from an African American perspective in rural life. So they kind of giving you,
What was I talking about? Just talking about the
yeah,
life lessons.
yeah, they're
Life
giving these
lessons.
kids, yeah, and they're giving them a lesson on something that actually really happened. So it's not like, oh, we just giving off fluff to y'all, like this is what happened. This is how these people live. This is what they had. These are the resources they had. Like, that's a good thing. And to show them where actually the school is, and to go in there and like make it a thing of, to like show them what life used to be like you said, a life lesson, to show you
Right,
how
right.
good you have it now as a student in school, to versus how they had it at one point at school. Like, that's a different, you gotta, it's respected once you put it in their face. Like we say, we're gonna keep doing this to let people know, like, look, this was going on in Statesville, this was
Got
going
to.
on in Charlotte,
Got
this was
to.
going on in Rock Hill, this was going on in the Carolinas. So if y'all never know to hear or point it out to somebody, how will they ever know?
Right, right, right.
So, but let me finish it. It's only one short paragraph, and I'll be done with it. Several changes have been made over the years. In the 2004 renovation, the roof was placed with a standing seam metal roof. Prior to this renovation, the windows had been removed and replaced with smaller windows of of an in, of an appropriate design. New wood windows were installed in 2004, replicating the original fenestration and 9/9 lights.
Can I cut in?
Yeah.
I think the reason why they structured it like this is so their attention would be on the lesson.
Mm-hmm.
If you see too much of the outside, you probably ain't paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're in this cave, and you have to learn. Your full attention
Yeah,
is
they're trying to give
to
them.
the teacher. You
They
know what I'm
trying to,
saying?
yeah, they trying to keep its original look without taking away from it. Of course, since the 1920s, I mean, that's 100 years. They
Yeah.
had to redo some stuff since then, to make let it be able to be passed. to pass code so people can come in there, But you could tell just from some of the couple of pictures that I see,
I
like
don't know if I want to go. I'm
I'm,
being
I'm
honest, man. It might
oh,
be ghosts.
you
It might be
good.
ghosts and spirits in there, man. Is
You
it
could, but this is the part where I was always like saying the skeptics of understanding something to what could be done to like help versus it being hinder. If they're
right?
taking kids in this place, it has to have some type of value. So my thing
Right,
is
right, right.
I'm gonna be open to it just because the case of is not a lot of content on this, you
So
know.
people visit
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
school.
It's something people
Oh, okay,
actually
okay,
go to.
okay.
Yeah, they made it
So they do
visible.
like walk-in visitors. They okay. So it ain't just
Students,
something like something you
fifth
just creep
graders,
up on and go up in there.
fifth graders go in there
Oh,
all the
okay.
time. Yeah, fifth graders, they
Oh,
got a
okay.
fifth grade curriculum that basically they teach these kids there. So it's
Okay,
not like,
okay.
it's like a basically like a hands-on thing where they actually tie into it. But yeah, man, I'm trying to hit these spots like that, even if they look eerie to me, man. Like I need to lose that comfortable side to do
Yeah, I ain't
things.
scared either, man. I ain't never
That
scared. I was
content,
just playing.
I
I was
know
just
you
playing.
are. I know you are. That content, that
Yeah,
content that
it did scare me a little bit. The
uh
picture ain't gonna.
yeah, you could again. It that's the feeling it gave me originally. So,
Yeah,
and I'm sure they
yeah.
see it by now. So, they see the building. I mean, you can just look at it with your eyes and just tell like this just feels shaky. But again, now that I've read
Was
up
that a
on it,
newer picture? Was that
yeah,
a newer picture or
yeah,
an
that's
older
more of a
picture of it?
that's more of a newer picture of it.
And it looked like that.
Yeah, they read that they trying to again, they're trying to
Uh,
keep its original view, its original look, so it doesn't like take. They don't want to be able to take it. You lose history once you start taking away from the way things were.
right, 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 right.
And some things you don't want to touch it so much to where like again, you got to show people how
It
good they
takes
at it.
away the originality of it.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
to show
yeah.
people how good they at it. If you don't show people how good they got it now, like they'll never know. They just keep thinking like, man, it's bad off, it's bad off. Nah, imagine
Right.
if you got to go to school with a group of kids that are just like you, only you, and you don't get to see the outside world. And this
Mhm.
place basically sits in the middle of nowhere. But everybody gathered to go to school there. So, but it's again, if I don't show it though, people won't know it. And I'm gonna show
Right,
it. I'm gonna
right,
show it. So I've been
right.
looking, doing the research to see if I can find stuff on people speaking on it, talking about it. It ain't much. So I'm gonna make it a real reason to go down there and look at it. And if
I'm
it's
gonna
a
go
thing
with
you
you,
want,
bro. I'm gonna go with you, bro.
make it a thing that it's accessible. Like I said, if these things are accessible, even certain places of Black history places that's around. I think it's a Black History Museum in North Carolina. So I think one is in Gastonia or something like that. But these places got to get hit, man. About to hit these places and make sense of this stuff for folk, man. Visually too.
Yeah,
That's always a beautiful thing. But if nothing else, um,
just
just
experience it
keeping these experiences
and
coming,
talking
man.
to him about it. Just
Yeah, keeping these
telling y'all about the
experiences coming.
experience. Yeah,
But yeah, man. I was gonna talk about one more person, but I'm gonna hold him to the next time, man. But it's the info that's being brought to y'all is nothing short of what we can prove to folk to come that North Carolina, South Carolina is a big deal. It'll be more. I'm gonna keep going. It's plenty of history to go around. We got 50 states to go through. So stick close to it. We'll definitely be back another day.
but you always want to hit home first. Like I said, you
Yeah.
always cause our main thing, like you say, hey, trying to wake up the people in our cities
Hmm.
and our community
Hmm.
first.
Yeah.
We gotta put our own city on, our own community on first before we can branch off the other communities and we never been or cities we never been. Let's talk about the people, the great people within our city. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Where we
Exactly.
from, our DNA. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
That's the key. And we may be within this for the next 2 or 3 months. But again, it's fun, it's rewarding. Um People are paying attention to it. So we appreciate y'all that keep watching. There are a lot of y'all watching now. So we appreciate that. We appreciate y'all tapping in and sharing. Or in cases of, you know where to find us, subscribe. If not, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you're new, remember, join our website, mailing list. Easy to do. Just put in your name, your email, and you'll be on the list to catch everything that comes first. Plenty of stuff to pay attention to coming. So just stay tuned. Again, we're Not Just Music Podcast. I'm Dewan Barino, Quincy Murdoch in the building always, and we are out.